What up? What's good? Y'all know what it is. You rolling with your boy Big Bootsie. Just the things I like to do. I like to have fun. I like to bring y'all information. It's getting real crazy. It's real hot and steamy out there, man. So, as y'all know, I'm going to go and get right into it. They doing the hip hop museum. And they're trying to stop it due to the accusations of Afrika Bambaataa allegedly having sexual relations with young boys when growing up. Hassan Campbell was the first to come out and let the world know that was taking place. So now they are fighting against the hip hop museum actually coming to light, which is sad for the hip hop community because that's something legendary. It's very powerful that we had something that actually put food on our culture tables, made a lot of our poor, middle class, whatever you want to call us, rich, gave jobs to other people, and it just spread it like wildfire. So it's crazy that this is what created an uproar. But things like that is very serious because it deal with our kids, and nobody should touch our kids, put their hand on our kids, and damn sure not rape a child. All of the above, man. There's no segment of, and there's no special how do I say it, word for none of that. Like, none of that should take place to kids. They're precious, they're innocent, they didn't ask to be here, and they're still learning their way. Like, no. And even when they get a little older, they're still young. They don't know everything. So we're gonna get into that, and I want to get into something real quick. I want to say dear to me because it has a lot to do with what this podcast stands for. It stands for positivity. It stands for us getting those kids out of the streets, killing each other for nothing, just because they wake up. That's the thing to do, to put a point across the board. It ain't even about no money no more. It ain't about nothing. And still, that's not right neither, even if it's about some money. I'm just saying, it's all the way at the bottom of the barrel for killing now. You're just killing like it's a sport. We killing each other. Trying to get rid of us. Excuse me. We trying to get rid of us. We trying to make us extinct, and it's starting with our youth. That's crazy. Y'all got to get that out of your head. So I want to give flowers to my boy Rich Porter's son, Donnell. It's only right I give flowers to this guy. Okay, he come from a real historical background of street mentality, street movement, hustling, selling drugs. His father was one of the biggest in the game. Still being, he's a real legend in a lot of rappers' songs about getting money, and as far as selling drugs, hustling is concerned. So, and the reason why I want to give him his flowers, because he did an interview on Hip Hop Uncensored, man, and that was like very powerful. Hopefully I can get him up here one day and talk to him and cover some things with him as well to push that positive message that he pushed on Hip Hop Uncensored. He pushed something real powerful, and I'm just sitting there looking at it. He's so sincere about what he's talking about, and This is why I want to give him his flowers, because he figured it out fast, early. Even though he did time, he went and did 12 years. He could have been in there with a life sentence from what he was saying. And what I'm saying is, I know people that do 12 years to come back home and get right back to it. More than one time. I know these people personally. So, he went and got his bachelor's degree. Went and got his bachelor's degree while he's sitting in that prison. And he started realizing that the drug game really ain't what it's cracked up to be. And like I said, running through his veins, the blood of a general that made moves and got money in his sleep easily. And, you know, Donnell was on his interview, was very humble. Very, very, very easy to listen to, man. And he got it all together. And this is what I'm, you know, is this interview is aiming to our young guys, man. His age bracket and less. If he can do it, y'all can do it. He spoke about after he did his time, he went and got his bachelor's degree. He came home, he figured out, like, there's no, like, that hustling is not what it's cracked up to be. He ended up having a child, a kid. He was, you know, he learned to be family oriented and make sure he take care of his kid. That's big. And what's even bigger is he learned that the turtle win the race. Forget that fast money and all that. So what he did was position himself, got him a degree where he can go out here and get a job that can make, like I spoke about this, the turtle win the race. You can go get you a job with a degree that make you $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Me and Baby Marv talked about it in one episode. Y'all can go and check that one out, the Baby Marv episode, when he did 14 years for murdering somebody, and he realized that wasn't cool. It didn't even make sense. He didn't even get no money behind it. It's deep. My brother G had called me and told me he liked that interview. Meant to tell you that, Jax. He told me he liked that interview. He said he don't even watch interviews twice. He said, yo, I can watch that one twice. That one was heartfelt. So this right here is the same thing. Donnell went, did his time, got a bachelor's degree, and figured it out. Came home and got a job where he know how to get money where he's comfortable with and don't have to worry about looking over his shoulder for stick-up kids, the police, and the feds. Most of all. That's the closest thing to God on this earth. He didn't have to worry about that no more. And he could have got life for what he did. So he accepted what the time he got. He went and did his time and came home and figured out how to do it the way real civilians, civilized people, civilized thinking, a civilized thinking person would actually attack this life situation out here. And you know, the more I talk, I don't see none of the young cats ever. Well, then again, I can't say that. There's been a few young cats that's been saying, I like what you're saying, Bootsie. I respect that. You always preach real. I like that, but I want to see more of that. I want to see more of my young cats listening to what I'm saying. And this right here, what's so important about it, Donnell's father is Rich Porter. For guys that, you know, y'all young cats that don't know, do your research. Was that dude in the streets. All the rappers talk about him in the records. All of them. Even the new ones, they'll say something in him and they don't even know about him. They just heard about him and his legacy. And they heard the stories. So they compare themselves to his street game, and they compare it to their rap game, and maybe when they was in the streets, from what they heard, they'll say that's how they was. However it may go. But he came home and didn't do what his father did anymore. He tried it. He said he tried it. But really changing his thought process, I had to give him his flowers today. I had to, man, because y'all know this is what I've been preaching about getting, the young cats in line and making sure that they don't be into a lot of or should I say make sure that they don't be thinking that it's cool to be out there in them streets hustling, knowing they can't handle it. When they do get you, you're gonna tell. I haven't seen one yet that haven't passed the test of not telling. So that's why I'm utilizing him, because his father was a great friend of mine. Did a lot of things for me when I asked and needed help. He did it for me. I can't make this stuff up. I didn't hang out with him every day and all that stuff, but always hung around. We used to play basketball, stuff together, things of that nature. But I was still the young boy to them, so I didn't do a lot of things with them, but he was a good friend of mine. If I needed something, I asked him, and we hung out, chilled several occasions. So I want to give his son his props for being smart, being a big man, being thorough, making sure he take care of his household, his kids. And he also said he ain't never going back there. Never. So this is a plus. This is powerful. And I want y'all to go ahead and research, find him on, go to Hip Hop Uncensored, man, and listen to his interview. And like I said, hopefully I'm going to get him up here where I can have an interview with him, because I actually know his father. That'll be a good thing. I can chop it up with him and all that, man. Very humble dude. Big shout out to my sis, Pat Porter. That's the big sister. Watch me grow up. So yeah, this is a real big accomplishment for street knowledge, for me to actually have a segment to talk about Rich Son and with the positive things that he doing. It make me feel good to actually see that, man, for real. So y'all stay tuned. Might got something in the works for y'all, man. Something in the works. And I want all my young cats out there wilding out. It's not gonna pay off. You're never gonna win. They got somewhere for you to go and sit down for a long time. Those bars do not deteriorate. They stay solid. Some of them ain't even bars. It's metal doors. They got somewhere for you to sit down. And like I said,
that's unique.
Yeah, big facts. My brother Unique. And that's another thing. What you were saying about Paid in Full 2. Paid in Full 2 is a little bit different by utilizing Donnell's story, but Donnell's story would be a great movie. A great movie because of his accomplishments of what he didn't take that other turn to be no big time drug dealer, nothing. He tried it, he got his time, came home, and he X'd that out immediately. I know people that came home, did 12, 14, back at it again, got caught up again, came back home, like it's an indoor, a revolving door. But Paid in Full 2 still would have to be done the correct way because of Paid in Full 1. But Paid in Full 2 is going to be a series. But it's still going to have to consist of showing how people was getting money. And the only person that I know is Unique. Unique Mega Audio. For y'all that don't know, go to his page. But he was the one that was moving that type of weight and drugs. Probably did it bigger than AZ Alpo and all from that story. But after the AZ Alpo era, Unique pops up on the scene. Buying cars to match his outfit, not the outfit to match the car. Cars to match his outfit, type of say. Moving birds massively. That would only make the Paid in Full series part 2 make sense. So now on the other hand, the Donnell, rich son Donnell, his story would be a little more different because it's showing that his father was a kingpin and he chose not to take that route, and shows the struggles and all that. So somebody out there that want a good story, good movie, y'all better holler at them. Holler at them, man. That's a big piece to have for a movie up under your belt. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear positive movies though. What you think, Jax?
I mean, it depends on the production and the promotion of the movie.
And the way it's written.
Yeah, right. So you could write a movie about positivity. That'll go through the roof if it's got the right cast in it. You know, the acting is good, the cinematography is good. Negative, just from off the words of it, will probably have better marketing than positive words. But I mean,
right.
At the end of the day, once people see the positive movie and see that it's good, that word also get around.
So I just said that because I know you tell people good things, they don't want to hear nothing. They only want to pay some attention after some bad things happen to them, and then they want to pay attention to good things. But
yeah, bad news travels fast. That's a fact.
But one thing I do know, he got 12 years. That means he was moving some stuff. He was doing his thing.
Oh, that's a big fact.
So you'll show that at the beginning of the movie. People like to see that type of fast action pace, getting money, having fun, balling out, blah, you know what I'm saying? Blase, blah. And that's what would make the movie good, because then after that, it shows his transformation.
But that kind of raises a question, though, because if he got life for drug possession, isn't that a kingpin charge? Was he not a kingpin himself?
He didn't get life. He didn't get life.
That's
he got 12. It said that he was facing life. So, a lot of people face life, but that doesn't really mean.
That's a lot of drugs.
They don't mean kingpin. It means just.
We need to interview him and get the details.
Yeah.
Basically.
It means you might have sold things in a manner to get you life.
I mean,
you don't have to sell a lot of drugs.
They put you away for that kind of time, man. You wasn't just out on the corner shaking hands, transactions.
Oh, nah, but that's a fact.
Yeah, so he got a story.
He got a good story, a big story that will show that that he left that world alone.
Yeah, that part. See, he actually lived to be able to leave it alone.
That's why I say I want to give him his flowers. And all of, he would rather sit back and get a nice check. He went and got his degree and all that. But you got to understand this. When you get you can get caught with 5 grams of heroin. That's 10 years already to the door. 10 years for 5 grams. Cop can come by one time, or CI one time, 1 gram, right? That might be cost $100. Come back, see you next week. Buy another gram. They can do that up. They can do 5 months a gram.
And then they're gonna ghost drugs you like face.
That's 10 years to the door. Exactly. Then if they do all that other extra stuff that the feds be putting on you, Now you in a life bracket. It's guidelines in the feds, and then they give you that bracket for to get life. So it's crazy, but yeah, I love to have a story, talk with them, and all that. It'd be nice. Let them get a movie and make some money, take care of his kids. That's one thing about this hip hop thing we gotta talk about in a minute too, cause it opened doors, and that right here, this right here, excuse me, this right here is a door opener because of who his father is, and he went to jail, and now he's living a family life, family oriented. That's beautiful. Take care of the kid and all that. So that's a good lesson, man. For y'all cats, man, y'all young cats, please pay attention. And y'all older cats, if y'all ain't doing nothing positive, because I know there's a lot of y'all ain't doing nothing out there positive. And I know I ain't gonna name no names, but it's time to tighten up, man. For real. It's time to tighten up. So yeah, big shout to Donnell, my sis. Pat Porter. Big shout out to her. And
that situation I ain't gonna lie on the way out with Afrika Bambaataa and who was the guy
Hassan Campbell.
Hassan Campbell.
He's the first guy to come out about Afrika Bambaataa.
Bambaataa, yeah.
And
I can't believe that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And with Charleston White video where he was talking about Hassan Campbell and that he was real disrespectful. He was real disrespectful in that video, man.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth and going to war with each other over this Instagram podcast thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's affecting the 50 years of hip hop as far as
it's
the museum.
Affecting 50 years of hip hop, man.
Yeah, man.
That's some powerful words you just said.
It is.
It's affecting 50 years of hip hop, of something that was one of the greatest things created on this planet. As us as black people do, we create powerful black things. It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
As far as creations of new things and to new things to better us as human beings, better us as a people, better just all of us, not even just black culture, white culture, purple, any culture. But hip hop was one of the greatest, and now this one little thing affected it. But it's something that had to be brought out to the forefront. What they saying is Bam is not locked up for it. Yeah. Hassan said he don't want to see him go to jail because he still look at him as a father figure.
That's crazy.
That's very deep.
That's deep. That is a deep situation, man.
It's very deep, and he's a grown man.
Leave these kids alone. Stop doing crazy stuff to the kids, people.
He a grown man now, so he got the matters in his own hand.
Yeah.
If it was somebody, if he was young and his parents know, then it probably would have been a different situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy because now they're saying, and they did a protest today about the hip hop museum not opening. So now we're gonna have to stop history because they don't want it to look like they supporting a guy like Afrika Bambaataa being inside of the museum. He has, he's part of history of hip hop being introduced to the world.
That's a sad moment, man.
Very sad.
When you've been jamming to somebody and looking up to them, and probably even went to some of their live shows, and then years later you find out some old Bill Cosby pill news like this. It's like, you did what back in the day? To who? To children?
Yeah, that's deep.
Whoa, man. Like, come on, man.
That's very, very...
That shit is crazy.
That's very deep. And allegedly, Don't forget that, because he's not charged with nothing. So
Has Afrika Bambaataa has he made a statement about this publicly yet? Has he spoken on this?
He didn't say a word.
So these are all allegations floating around, and he ain't said a word.
Nope, not at all.
Somebody, we need to get Afrika Bambaataa. Tell him to hit us up on Street Knowledge so we can get his side of the story. If this is possible, we would love to hear it.
So they said, hip hop stands with survivors. Protest Universal Hip Hop Museum. Calls for director's resignation. They asking for a resignation from
so the director. He must rock with Afrika Bambaataa. Like they like besties.
I doubt that's what it is. And he's saying that, and they're saying the museum spokespeople are saying that they do not have ties to Afrika Bambaataa at all.
Wow.
So
they're trying to shut them down, and they like, man, we ain't even dealing with the man.
Right. So that's their rebuttal back. We don't deal with him. We have nothing to do with him. But some other people were saying they have other museums with white people inside of a museum that's known for actually have been accused of doing pedophile things and crazy stuff, man. And they still are in the museum. They don't be highlighted, but they just in there.
Yo, why, man? Listen, I don't understand. I guess you have to have a mental disease to understand this. But like you're a celebrity, you're a man, you can get whatever woman you want. If not, you can pay for whatever. Like why mess with the kids, man? That's sick. That's so demented, bro. Like why are y'all messing with these children? Like for real, man. They're kids.
Kids is precious.
Like Jesus Christ, man.
Kids don't know no better. They didn't ask to be here.
What are we doing? Like for real, what is like? That's just sick, man. Yeah. That's evil.
Yeah, for real. Like, why would you want to do something to a kid? Why would you even think? First of all, do something to them, harm them, kill them. That's crazy. Why would you think that you can have sex with a kid? That turns you on? That's crazy. But sick. We have sick people out here.
That is sick.
And like kids didn't ask to be here. They probably didn't ask for that sick mental.
Is Hassan Campbell's parents still alive? How did they react?
No, they said his mom's. I think they said his mom's passed away with her, but they didn't know when he was young.
That's crazy.
He only spoke about it as a grown man right now. So
his parents, his mom never knew. She never knew that happened to her child, and by a person of his stature.
Probably not. Well, he didn't.
That's crazy, man.
I hope to God I never found out nothing crazy about my probably kids. Was outside. He probably was outside. Like, so.
Wow, man.
He was a grown up and take matters in his own hand at that point. But,
that's crazy. It's a crazy situation, bro. Just stay away from kids, man.
It's real crazy.
Sick bastards. Look, messing with the kids done messed up hip hop. You done delayed the hip hop museum. They're going through problems because of this. Because you stay away from the kids, man.
So what I did want to say is, even though people might have been born with a mentality to actually touch kids, meaning that they got a disorder in their brain, because you got to have one
mentally
to want to even think you're gonna sex a little kid or even want to hurt a precious little kid. Come on, that's stupid, right? So that goes with all the things that we've been talking about mental health, getting people some help with mental health. But do our government work on making that happen? No. But they'll let something happen to our kids through a person that's like that has mental health issues and do little sneaky stuff and do that to our kids. Then they're going to put them in jail. Then when they put them in jail, they make money from them. And not only that, they might even give them a pass and put them in a hospital. Then they want to put them in a hospital. Don't give them no real time, because they're going to say they had a mental health problem. They didn't attack the problem when it first occurred, or when they known or knew that this person might have mental health.
But that's dangerous.
Or create a program for mental health people, so people that know that they have a family member with that can admit them there and take them there.
It's dangerous because Eric Holder, right after he murdered Nipsey Hussle, he ran to a mental health facility and tried to check in. And he was going to try to use that insanity plea to try to get himself off and probably check into a rehab facility like you were saying. So it's a slippery slope with that, man, because some criminals will probably try to use that insanity situation and going and using the whole mental health.
That's my point exactly.
Situation to try to get out of their charges, man.
Facts. That's my point exactly, bro. And it's messed up. You don't put your hand on no kid. You don't try to sex no kid. You don't sex no kid. Like, what? Are you crazy? And it's sad they out here killing kids, man. Like the dude that killed his daughter. He mad because the woman, his girl, didn't want to deal with him no more. And he went and choked his daughter, called the girl on Facebook or put her on FaceTime and said, yeah, you love him. You killed you the reason why your daughter getting killed or our daughter being killed. And choked his daughter on. Oh my God, bro, listen, that's crazy.
Listen, fellas, man, and this goes out to
my kids in my life. Yeah, if this whole podcast would be over with.
Listen, man,
if I ever with my little ones, ever. This podcast a wrap, Jax.
That's a fact.
And I'll go sit down in jail forever.
That's a fact.
You even think about you gonna touch
y'all
somebody I love.
Y'all gotta stop.
My kids I love.
Y'all fellas gotta stop being so possessive to the point where you want to do yourself or anybody else harm over a breakup. You need to come to the realization, fellas, that when you was born into this world, you was born into this world alone. And guess what's gonna happen when your ass die? You gonna die by your damn self too. So don't nothing or no person belong to you to the point where you need to be talking about you gonna kill somebody because they not with you anymore. You also need to be aware of the population around you, brother. There's over 400 million people in the country of the United States alone. There's over 800 billion people, or 8 billion people, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? More than half of those are females. So you finding another suitor shouldn't be an issue. Let that one go. She don't want to be with you, that's fine. Go find another or two more.
That's a fact. And it goes for women too. It ain't just the men. There's some women that's like that, but the majority is men with that ignorant stuff.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop crying, man. She don't want you no more. Let it go, man. Somebody else gonna get it. The only way to get over a chick is to get a new chick. So the faster you can find a replacement, the faster you can not kill somebody over some dumb shit like this.
And understand this. When you go to jail, she gonna be with somebody anyway.
Bro, say that again. Say it again to him.
When she go to jail, when you go to jail, she gonna be with somebody anyway.
And she gonna fuck him harder. Yo, bro, let that shit go. Like, trying to fight that situation when a female leave you is like quicksand. You're only gonna sink yourself deeper the harder you fight. But if you don't fight, you can skip right across that quicksand. You on solid ground. Go meet you somebody else and have a better life and do positive things, man.
Yeah, because, at the end of the day, in this situation that we're talking about right now, the little baby that had nothing thinking about nothing, she probably was just playing and chilling and happy to even see her daddy walk in the door not knowing he was coming in there to kill her.
That's crazy.
That's deep right there, bro.
That's crazy.
Now,
that's crazy.
She's still going to be with somebody. You going to be in jail. Yes, she going to mourn her kid for the rest of her life.
And you going to hell for that. You definitely going to hell for murdering that baby. So after you done with your sentence, you going straight to the devil, brother.
He's not going to do a sentence. They going to kill him in jail. One thing they don't play about in there is raping kids, women, and beating women down. Well, I don't know about the beat women down, because there's a lot of beat up domestic violence dudes in there, and ain't nothing happening to them.
That's crazy.
But raping women and killing kids, you're gonna have to be in that bathroom, like I said, that locking that one little bathroom. They're gonna have to lock you in there because you high profile case, and you got it. If they let him go out in the population, he a dead man. He gonna look like Tekashi 6ix9ine, but it's gonna be worse. He gonna be Swiss meat, for real. You don't kill no kids. You don't put your hand on no kids.
Don't kill the kids. Don't rape the babies, man. Let our babies grow up. Let them grow up, please.
That's so sad. That baby didn't ask to be here, bro. And then you think that was gonna control her. So he gotta have mental issue problems. I can look at him. I can look at him and tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we don't have treatment for that. Those type of people are around our kids, which is their kid. And what can you say? So we don't have no kind of law that if this person got mental issues, they don't need to be around a kid. Man. Same way if you have a certain type of thing with your eyesight, they won't issue you a license. It should be the same thing with kid, even if it is your kid. But I don't know.
I just want to know. I don't want to know. I'm puzzled and perplexed at trying to figure out how do you kill an innocent baby, bro?
Yeah, what
how do you do that?
How? I can't even imagine what that feels like.
Like, that's fucking crazy, yo. Wow.
And he choked the kid to death.
Baby.
He choked the kid to death, man.
That's crazy. How do you do that? It's an innocent baby, ain't did nothing to nobody.
Like, damn, man. That's so sad, man. That little mommy ain't thinking about none of that. She gotta eat when y'all feed her.
That's crazy. She didn't do nothing to nobody. Nothing. And this happened this happened to her, unfortunately, because this weak ass dude she had for a father. Like, that dude was weak, man.
But, that's probably why the lady, his girl ended up leaving him. But I don't know. It still makes me wonder how she was with him so long. Well, maybe she probably gave him a chance to figure out doing something right. I don't know. Had to see signs before you had a kid, unless the kid happened so fast.
I can attest to this, man.
I don't know.
People put on a real good show. Like, they don't be who they really truly be, and you don't find that out until after you live with them for a while. And it's crazy how they call it. It's actually a thing. It's called masking. People with mental disorders and all of that, they can pull their mentals enough together to fake it for like a few months, like they're all normal. Right, so, it's crazy.
All right, but guess what though?
So how can you fake it like you're normal but not actually act normal?
All right, because that was my next thing to you. That means you're smart.
Yeah.
You know how to fake it to get what you want from that person.
Yeah.
So that means
you can really control this.
That mean you normal.
But this is a thing that they letting people buy on. It's called, you can look this up. It's called masking for mental disorders. They're saying it's when people with mental disorders can act normal enough to convince people that they're normal. Like, I guess in interactions, but like if you live with them, it gets exposed. They can't really keep up the act. But if, like my man Bootsie was saying, if you can act that much, just keep up the act and be normal, and don't do crazy shit.
That's my point.
Forever.
Why you want to be crazy now? Because nobody want to be with you. Or they start getting crazy when they want to be controlling, and the woman peeps that.
When they want sympathy.
Why you was at the store? He probably was, that guy was. Why you was at the store so long? It don't take that long to go to the store.
Oh no.
You got that type.
Oh, no.
You got women that do that.
Oh no.
Why you go to the store?
God.
I mean, why you was at the store so
Possessive.
long? He might have went to the store. Nothing was in that store, and might have had to go to another store.
Right.
Nothing was in that store, might have had to go to another store. I've done it before several times.
I've done it recently.
I did too, looking for oysters.
Yes.
I was just like, I did it 3 days in a row. I done went to all the grocery stores around. Normally they'll be in there. If I ain't looking for them, they'll be in there. So I've recently done it.
Facts. It happens.
So if I had a woman here at the house that was a jealous type, they would be, where you was at? What? Huh? I had to go to this store, but they don't take that long. What do you mean?
All right, hit us up in the comments.
Hit us up, man.
In the comments, I want y'all to let us know, in a relationship, is there any sense of possession, or should you not claim, like a guy will be like, you mine now, to a girl, or a girl will be like, you mine now. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Is there a level of possession? And if so, what is that level? Is it 50% possession? Is it 100% they own you possession? Or is there really no possession at all, and you should just, have that sense of loyalty where you just can trust a person? How much trust should there be in a relationship? Like, hit us in the comments and let us know how you feel about these topics, for real. Let us know. We need to see this.
I just wonder how people last so long even dealing with that type of energy. And I mean on both parties. Like,
possession is crazy. Once you think you own something, you want to know if you don't want nobody else to touch it.
Or is it owning something, or is it is it controlling something?
That too. Well, if you own something, you want to have control of it. It's like instead of a person, you're no longer a person to your partner. You're now a thing. You're an object. You're a possession, and they don't want nobody else to touch you. And they get angry if they find out somebody else has touched you in a way that they feel like they are the only ones that should touch you or talk to you.
No, that might fall in the category of mental health, bro. I don't know, and that don't even make sense at all. Like, and even if you don't want that, I understand, but that don't mean because somebody went to the store, why it take you so long, or why you gotta go out tonight? You been in the house all week. Hey, that keyword. Been in the house all week. Why I can't go out with my fellas? But make sure you take your woman out. Have a good time here and there. Now, when it's your time and she don't agree to that, and vice versa, hang out with your man. But you want to go hang out with your girl sometime. It's called a thing. It's called a let me miss you a little bit. That'll make things more powerful in a relationship when you miss each other. Go out with your friends. You got to come back to me anyway. On both parties is what I'm speaking about. So,
yo, Boots, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
A chick left me one time because I lost my phone. I had went to a party. She knew I was going to the party, and I lost my phone at the party. I couldn't get a phone until the phone company, the little phone store, opened up the next morning at 10 a.m. And then, it take time for them to activate the phone. By the time I called her, I was blocked. I pulled up. She's like, I ain't messing with you. You was out all night with some chick. I was like, yo, I didn't have a phone. I didn't want to come through too late. You know what I'm saying? Right. I had been dating her for like 3 weeks. Right. And her trust in me was shot, and all I did was lose a phone. That's the honest truth, bro. I lost my phone and lost my girlfriend the next morning because she didn't believe that I lost my phone. She thought I turned it off and I was with somebody else.
Wow, that's deep. That might be an honest mistake. I don't know. That's a deep one right there. Yeah, after a party, that's kind of deep, bro. I don't know.
It was crazy. That's how it really happened. I shit you not.
No, I lost
my phone at the party. Didn't have no phone. Had to wait till the next day till the phone store opened to go get a whole new phone, get it activated and everything. Same number. Tried to call her, phone blocked. Pulled up on her. She didn't want to talk to me. Somebody get away from me, get on my doorstep. That was it. I was like, wow. I ain't talking. No, I was just hanging, smoking with the homies, man, just chilling.
It happened to me before. My phone, I didn't leave. My phone fell out my pocket. I had sweatpants on. And my phone fell out my pocket in my boy car. I was riding with him. He dropped me off. I thought I lost my phone. I didn't know until 2 days later till he cleaned his car and found my phone.
Wow. Wow.
And the girl I was dating at the time, she thought that I was ignoring her calls. Right. She thought that I put her on block because eventually the phone went off. So I blocked her. And when I got my phone and finally, talked to her, she said, "Oh, I thought you blocked me." And no, you was being funny. And I explained to her. She was like, "Man, that's the oldest line in the book." And I'm like, yo, that's what really happened.
Yo, don't it feel crazy when you ain't lying and somebody just really treats you like you just lying?
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
I hate that, man.
But, sometimes, man, things happen for a reason, man.
Yeah, that's I just had to say, God didn't want me with that girl for whatever. He made that happen like that.
Yep.
And you got rid of my phone.
I can't cry about it. I'm not gonna be going crazy about it.
She was pretty too.
And a lot of advice to a lot of y'all dudes. Stop being mad if somebody speak to your woman. Let your woman check them.
Hey, you want to know what the most important?
Don't try to fight them and all that.
You want to know what the most important part of that was? And I didn't even think about it.
Disrespecting her. What? I'm listening.
The most important and I didn't think about it until you just started talking about what you were just talking about a second ago. I didn't spaz out on that girl and shoot her through her peephole when I pulled up on her after she blocked me and she didn't want to be with me no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just walked off the doorstep and shook my head. I tried to text her a few more times, but she ain't respond after 3 more, and I left it alone, bro. I didn't want to kill no babies or shoot myself or commit suicide. Man, I just went and started talking to other females. It's no big deal, man. Life goes on. And on top of that, bro, just to show you how much I'm not like that, I hope she's doing well and happy with whoever she's with today.
Nah, yeah. Exactly. Some things just ain't meant to be. You just got to be a real man, real stand-up man and say, yo, that just was not what it is. That's all I do. I just laugh because I ain't mad. And wish them luck. Don't let nobody trick you into going to jail. Don't let nobody dictate what you do. Don't. At all. At all. Yo! Get!
You got Big Spencer running around.
You gonna have to edit that part. I thought the chair was there, man. Oh, I let him down. I did that. Don't let nobody dictate what you do. Don't let nobody send you to jail. Because you can't have them. If you can't have them, let somebody else have them and have that problem. And even if you are the problem, which you won't admit it, but don't get caught up into thinking you're gonna change that woman.
Hey, you wanna know another thing that men like that don't consider? They don't consider the fact that if you back off when she leave you, like you be like, all right, no, it's cool, no problem, and you really just fade to black and go away, there is a chance that a few years later you might be single and you bump into her and she's single and you might get a second crack at it. Because you was cool about it.
Exactly. She respected your gentleman.
You see what I'm saying? They not think about the future, man.
That's why I be telling guys, man, when a girl walk by, they be like, what up, ma? How you doing? What's up? And she keep it moving. Nah, well, fuck you, bitch. And don't do that, bro. Still be respectful to her. Because she might just be respecting her man. And she might say, you might meet her through a mutual friend later on down the road. And she'll say, well, I was with somebody, so I didn't really, that's where my space was at. then you'll know you had a real woman if she was able to connect with you. But if you would say, okay, no doubt, and let her keep it moving, when she meets you again in life, she'll know that you wasn't disrespectful to her. And you might have a chance with that lady later on down the road. You never know who you'll meet later on down the road.
It's a big fact. She might be completely different. She might have been thinking about you. She might feel wrong that she left you.
Or not even that. She probably even know him. Just didn't speak to him. And just kept it moving. You don't have the right to call no woman out her name.
Yeah,
because she didn't speak back to you because you spoke to her.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's corny.
Don't do that.
I don't recommend that. I don't roll with brothers that do that. None of my homeboys ever did that. And in New York, we was growing up, plenty of women used to walk through our block. Anybody tell you that. And still doing it to this day. When I be home, there'd be plenty of women walking by. But you don't disrespect a woman because she don't stop saying nothing to you and call out her name and all that. Like, that's corny. That's whack. So, but yeah, that was a great point, Jax. You never know when you might see that person again. And if she recognized you as being a gentleman that day when she was being not responding to, you trying to holler, she know that you didn't disrespect her, and then you get a chance to actually talk to her and get to know her, she get to know who you is, then yeah, it might work out for you, bro.
Just play it cool every time.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's it.
That's a fact. So yeah, y'all know what it is. You rolling with your boy Big Bootsie, doing the things I'd like to do. Make sure y'all subscribe, share, hit us up on the Cash App so we can keep this good content coming. And y'all stay tuned. My documentary is on the way. We about to flood Tubi with the greatest of hip hop, man. It's gonna show y'all how I put these things together. When I was rapping, I was booking the artists so I could perform for them. I've been doing that pattern years ago. I didn't get the response that I needed because I still was learning the rap game and the business aspect of it all. Shouts out to my boy Nat from Die Hard Records. He was the manager of my company. Put a lot of things together. First person to put 13 grand in my pocket. My first piece of legal money from selling records overseas. I was making it happen, moving it. And I'm about to bring that back to the light for this 50 years of hip hop. I got everybody on there. Lil Wayne, Shorty Low, God bless Shorty Low. I gotta do a nice piece for him. Great brother. Gorilla Zoe, Rick Ross, Young Jeezy, Davies, Method Man,
Joel Santana, Remy Ma, Mano.
Yeah, I got something big for y'all, man. I'm about to, go crazy on this one, but it's gonna be a good learning piece for my documentary because it documents me coming from the streets when I was out there hustling, getting money, hustling 24 hours a day spots like New Jack City. I had a whole building, but not that big like New Jack City, but I had a whole building, literally. And we was doing our thing, me and my team, my brother B-Pipe, Marv, Doogie, my brother Ant, make sure Ricky Do. But yeah, I got a lot riding on this documentary, and I want to share it with y'all, show y'all where I come from. And what makes me tick right now, and it's gonna be a good cultural piece for y'all. So y'all stay tuned for that, but make sure y'all subscribe, man, and share this. Keep sharing it, share it to your people because it's positive, and I know y'all know people that need some positive information in their life. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep up the good work. And I got a lot of big celebrities, man. Y'all been riding with me for what, 3 months now? It's about to get greater and greater and greater, man. Me and my brother Jack's been working hard with this one, man. So, and I appreciate all of y'all that's been holding me down. I appreciate all the compliments from everybody that's been watching me put in this work. And I ain't gonna let y'all down. I got more things to do. And let y'all sit at home and have something to watch, listen to, ride to work. You can listen to it even if you don't see it. You can listen to it in your ears, man. Street Knowledge Podcast, this is what we do. Street Knowledge Report. I'ma always keep y'all informed with things that just happen rapid fire. Big shouts out to my brother G-Head. He keep me with that respect the throttle gear. Make sure y'all go and check that out because he got some new joints coming real soon. And his podcast is coming. The Respect the Throttle podcast is on the way. Make sure y'all check out Plugged In TV. My boy Q rolling over there. All y'all artists that is big in the game as far as pushing your craft, send at Q the manager your videos. He want to put them on Plugged In for the world to see. Plugged In TV is the new video channel that shows videos and help promote you guys so y'all can send all y'all videos to him. He's going to call y'all up, do interviews if he can get y'all in the schedule. But even if he don't, y'all still y'all videos will still be seen on the show publicly.
Yeah, make sure y'all go over there to Plugged In TV, man. And,
right.
Watch those episodes so you can discover other artists you didn't know about. They got some fly videos. You ain't the only fly nigga out here. So definitely watch the episodes and discover who else out here is doing what they doing. Maybe you can collab and make something hot.
Facts. We got videos from DC. Oh, that DC market circuit is fire. Them boys going crazy. I'm loving y'all music. DC, what up? Loving y'all music. DMV. Yes. DC, Maryland. Y'all going crazy up there. Baltimore. We ain't finished. We got LA. We got Florida. We putting all the videos that's of substance. Hard-working artists. Only way you gonna win if you are hard-working artists, man. That's the only way you gonna win. But we putting all the videos on that channel, so I'm pushing my traffic over there. Plugged In TV. And we got more other things on the line, which is gonna be very informative for y'all.
Man, we got a whole network coming, man. You know, besides Plugged In is up and running. We got the Shadira Effect coming.
Facts.
We got Shannon's Office, going to be ridiculously crazy. I can't wait to see it.
Facts. All the AKAs, they gonna love this one. They gonna love this one.
The Shadira Effect, both of those
the Shadira Effect, the world's gonna love this one as well.
Those some serious joints. And my joint is gonna be critical, but I'm thinking I'm probably only gonna do like once every Monday. So you probably get 4 episodes out of me once a week. You start looking for me, but I'm producing all of this, so I gotta get these other joints up and running, and then I'll start showing y'all what's going on in my head. But right now, it's all about that street knowledge. It's all about that Plugged In TV. It's all about the Shadira Effect, and it's all about Shannon's Office. So y'all check out all of that. You can find those links on our channel. You scroll down to the bottom, you'll see links to all those channels and what's going on with all of that information right there.
Big facts. Big facts. And the Carolina Lady podcast is on the way as well. That's under construction right now. And it's going to represent North Carolina, South Carolina, women that's doing things, boss ladies that's doing things, because we love to empower our women and women that's already in and that's actually doing things to inspire other women to do things down here in North Carolina, South Carolina. The culture is real heavy, real thick. So all my South Carolina and all my North Carolina ladies that's doing business, real estate, own your own hair salon, nail salons, whatever y'all doing as far as business is concerned, that can help our up and coming young ladies, young women doing things, be inspired to do better in life. And yeah, women is winning right now. Y'all winning right now. Y'all killing the rap game right now, I must do say. So yeah, that's what it is. Y'all rolling with your boy Big Bootsie. Anything else that I can come up with to inspire y'all and make sure that y'all, want to do things and take it to the next level, I guess I'll do it in the next show. I was trying to fit it all in right now, man. But, yep, I'm out. Your boy, Big Bootsie. This is what I do, Street Knowledge Podcast. Jax.